Hi everyone, this is Kruti Jaipancholi, Assistant Professor in LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. This video is about subject Analog and Digital Communication System. From this video, you will learn about generation of AM waves using non-linear property. Generation of AM waves using the nonlinear property by using the two technique. One is the square low modulator, another one is the switching modulator. These both modulator uses the nonlinear devices like the nonlinear component like the diode for their implementation. A nonlinear device, that is the device which exhibit a nonlinear relation between the current and the voltage. Both the modulators are low power modulator circuit. Now one by one we'll study about this square low modulator. Principle of the square low modulator is whenever the two voltages of different frequency are passed through nonlinear resistance, the amplitude modulation takes place. So, in a practical modulating circuit, the frequencies other than the carrier and two sideband frequencies are rejected with the help of the tuned circuit. It consists of the diode, it's a nonlinear element providing the nonlinear resistance value, a band pass filter which can pass the particular band of the frequency and can reject the other frequency, a carrier source and a modulating signal. Square low modulator. The block diagram of the square low modulator that consists of, this is the MT, it is the modulating signal. It's a carrier signal. Carrier signal AC 2 pi FCT. The summing of the modulating signal and the carrier signal produces the output, it is the V1T. This V1T signal is passing through the square low devices, or here we are considering the diode, and which produces the output, it is the V2T. Now out of that, the band pass filter which give us the AM wave output and which will reject all other frequencies. Here we can see in this diagram, this is the VI characteristics of the diode. Here you can see that this is the voltage, it is the current. Now in the square low diode modulation, we are using the part of the characteristics which provides the non-linear characteristics. So you know that in this the characteristics, IV characteristics of the diode, we know that at the low voltage this graph that is more non-linear, but while the voltage is increasing, the current increases, and at that time we can have the linear characteristics. So whenever we are operating, we are using this as the square low devices. We are always using it for the low voltage because at the low voltage these characteristics, that's a non-linear. So in a square low diode modulation, we make a use of the non-linear characteristics for the low voltage of a diode is highly non-linear at a low voltage particularly. So this way, why at the low voltage, you can see the reason. Now the square low modulator, it is having the two input, modulating signal and the carrier signal, MT A cos 2 pi FCT. These two signals we are applying at the summer or the adder block. This summer block produces an output which is the addition of the modulating and the carrier signal. Mathematically, we can write it as V1T is equal to MT in plus AC cos 2 pi FC t. The V1t signal, now it is applied to the input of the nonlinear device like the diode. So characteristics of the diode are closely related to the square law. So input output relationship of this of this characteristics, that is V2t is equal to K1 V1t plus K1 V1 square t plus K3 V1 cube t, but we are removing the higher order elements and we are keeping only the first two terms, where K1 and K2 are the constant. So now the substituting the V1t value in the equation 1. So V2t is equal to K1 M1t plus AC cos 2 pi FCT plus K2 MT plus AC cos 2 pi FCT whole square. Now over here it is the A plus B whole square. So you can do the A1 square plus 2AB plus B square. So similarly we'll take this K1 inside. So K1 MT plus K1 AC cos 2 pi FCT plus K2 M square T plus K2 AC square cos square 2 pi FCT plus 2K MT AC cos 2 pi FCT. It is equal to K1 MT plus K2 M square T plus K2 AC square cos square 2 pi FCT plus K1 AC in bracket 1 plus 2K2 upon K1 MT cos 2 pi FCT. So now the equation in this, the last term which we can observe in this equation, that's nothing but it's when you compare with the equation of the AM wave, so it is this last term that is the desired AM wave, and the first three term of the equation, that's unwanted. So we have seen that we take the MT and the V1t, then the summation block is there, we'll do the summation of that, and we are passing that through the square law devices, and it obtained the V2t signal, and out of that V2t signal, whatever the unwanted signals are there which can pass through the band pass filter, and that band pass filter that produces the output, that is the AM wave, and which can eliminate the first three terms. So therefore the output of the square law modulator is S1t is equal to K1 AC in bracket 1 plus 2K2 upon K1 MT cos 2 pi FCT. So now the standard AM equation is ST is equal to AC in bracket 1 plus KA MT cos 2 pi FCT. So now we'll take that the Ka is the amplitude sensitivity, okay, amplitude sensitivity, and by comparing the output of a square law detector with the standard modulation of AM wave, we will get the scaling factor K1, and the amplitude sensitivity Ka is 2K2 upon K1. So this way the square law modulator, that is giving the AM wave as the output of that. Second category is the switching modulator. Now the switching modulator that again uses the nonlinear device, and that's a diode. So the diagram is again like earlier. MT is my modulating signal, CT is the carrier signal, it is the summation, applying output of this V1t is the MT plus CT, putting that CT value we obtain over here the switching diode. Now this switching diode, okay, according to the value of this CT, this switching diode that may on or off, and producing the output over here V2t. So the AM wave output that we have over here after passing them through the band pass filter, rejecting unwanted signal we can have the ST, it's a AM wave output. So it is the block diagram of the switching modulator. Now switching modulator is again similar to the square low modulator. The only difference is square low modulator, the diode is operated in a non-linear mode, whereas in the switching modulator, the diode has to operate as an ideal switch. So let the modulating and the carrier signal is MT and CT is equal to A cos 2 pi FCT, AC cos 2 pi FCT respectively. So two signals are applied to the adder block. So summer block produces the output, and which is the addition of the modulating and carrier signal. So it is V1T is equal to MT plus CT. Putting the CT value inside this equation, it is this. Now this V1T signal is applied to the input of the diode. Now we are applying the V1T to the diode. Now assuming the magnitude of the modulating signal is very small when you compared with the carrier signal. So when the comparing of the modulating carrier signal amplitude is high. So according to that carrier signal input, the diode that may on or off. So the diode that on or off, that totally depend on to the carrier signal CT. So that means the diode will be forward bias when CT greater than 0, and it will be reverse bias when CT less than 0. So V2T is equal to V1T. When CT greater than 0, it is equal to 0 if CT less than 0. So V2T is the V1T multiplied by the XT. What is the XT? XT, that is the pulsating pulse train with the period T is equal to 1 upon Fc. So now 1 upon, suppose this is the XT signal, you can see that it's the periodic signal, as well as it repeated at the regular interval of time. And we know that whenever the periodic signal is there, we can represent that XT signal by writing the Fourier series equations. So the Fourier series representation of the periodic pulse train is XT is equal to 1/2 plus 2 by pi sigma n equal to 1 to infinity minus 1 whole raised to n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1 cos 2 pi 2n minus 1 FCT. So the solution of this is equal, XT is equal to 1/2 plus 2 by pi cos 2 pi FCT minus 2 upon 3 pi cos 6 pi FCT. So switching modulator, substituting the value of V1T and XT in the equation 2, V2T is equal to MT plus AC cos 2 pi FCT in bracket 1/2 plus 2 upon pi cos 2 pi FCT minus 2 upon 3 pi cos 6 pi FCT dash dash dash. Similarly, we are taking this value inside this. So it is MT by 2 plus AC cos 2 pi FCT by 2 plus this way multiplication. So it's a 2MT upon pi cos 2 pi FCT plus 2AC upon pi cos square pi 2 pi FCT minus 2MT by 3 pi cos 6 pi FCT minus 2AC upon 3 pi cos 2 pi FCT cos 6 pi FCT. Similarly, by again taking the common values, okay, we can obtain this equation of V2T. So the first term in the above equation that represents the desired AM wave, and the remaining wave terms are the unwanted terms. Thus, by the help of the band pass filter, we can pass only the AM wave and we can eliminate the remaining. So therefore, the output of the switching modulator is ST is equal to AC by 2 in bracket 1 plus 4 upon pi AC MT cos 2 pi FCT. Therefore, the ST is equal to AC in bracket 1 plus Ka MT cos 2 pi FCT. So, comparing the standard equation, we can find out the amplitude sensitivity. So, this way we can study about the switching modulator and the square low modulator for the AM generation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone.